It's a nice calm morning, considering that overnight we had 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Uh, as you can see, our awning is still in good shape. If you saw my video from yesterday, you saw why I had no concerns about the awning being up in such high winds. I haven't seen the sun yet. I have seen evidence of the sun. As you can see, it is quite bright. Well, you probably couldn't tell anyway because the smartphone that I'm recording this on would adjust for the different light anyway. But it is cloudy bright. The sun is still hiding itself. Although as I look up, there appears to be less clouds directly overhead, so maybe by the time the sun gets there. And certainly the weather procrastinators, as a friend of mine used to call them, the weather forecasters are predicting that it's supposed to be quite warm in the upper 80s today. So we have that to look forward to. Um, Also, I did something foolish yesterday. I went out about this time and opened the windows on the truck so that it wouldn't have so much heat build up in them. I forgot to take the keys out and I left it in the on position. So my truck sent me an email. Yes, it can do that. We have a device called through Verizon, which monitors uh, the truck's systems and also my driving, interestingly. Anyway, I received this email from my truck telling me that the battery was in the red zone and needed to be taken care of immediately. Well, it sent that about 12:30, and I didn't even see the message until I had already determined for myself that the battery was dead. That was when I went to close the windows and realized that I left the keys in there and what had happened. So today I need to make arrangements to have the battery jumped, boosted, so that I can get the truck running. And once it's running, I'm going to need to take a nice long drive to get it charged up. If it's going to be as hot as it is predicted to be, I'm not really that comfortable with taking a nice long drive since we have no air conditioning in the truck. Well, see on Facebook that many of our friends are returning to Cuddy's Campground in Des Moines. Some of them have traveled from Arizona, some from southern Texas, and some from close at hand to the campground. I personally see no reason for us to go there because at this point, even though some restrictions have been lifted by the governor of Iowa on camping, the facilities to the campground really aren't open and available. Uh, the cafe, the stores, the playgrounds even are not to be used. So, other than taking your self-contained trailer, no pop-ups where you would need to go use a restroom someplace because the restrooms are still closed and will remain closed for the foreseeable future. So other than just taking your trailer there and sitting, well, that's what we're already doing here in Texas. Our trailer sits here, and so do we. Until things become a whole lot better than they are now, I cannot risk my health and Ella's health in traveling that far, because without stopping to use facilities which may or may not have been thoroughly cleaned, without using gas pumps, without spending the night somewhere, and I'm not sure the conditions of campgrounds at this point, because many of them have been closed in Texas and in Oklahoma, Kansas. They're closed to just overnight guests, which is what we would be if we were traveling. And I certainly don't want to stay in a motel. So, for our own safety, we're staying here. In the past few days, you have read my rantings about my deliveries from Walmart and Amazon not being delivered in a timely manner. Even though I understand that delays are happening because of the pandemic and the response to it, I thought that it was irresponsible of both Walmart and Amazon to give me a specific delivery day when they also are aware that possible things. That they should have just given me up front a range of days, but both of them assured me that I would have my deliveries several days ago now. I had an interesting thing happen this morning. As I was checking my emails, I get a survey from Walmart asking me to rate the product and their service. Well, if there had been a way to give them a 0 star, but of course it won't let you go past anything. You have to give them at least a 1-star rating. So that's what I did in all things. And in the comment I said, you're asking me to rate product and service when I have received neither. What other option could I possibly give other than the lowest rating possible?